Alright, what's up guys? Rudy here, and we're just going to try starting our journey to ranked. Okay, so, we've made a couple changes to the team. Running Sunny Day Aerodactyl over Earthquake to help better handle rain teams. Running Cloyster in place of Kabutops as a spinner that has an option to sweep. Oh. Well, he's been working pretty well with the EXP share the last couple games. And this is why you check. Maybe we should run King's Rock. We'll try with this first, but I'm going back and forth between White Herb and King's Rock on this guy. So, running Volk again, because I'm too lazy to rebreed one of Modest. We have our Adamant Gyarados, as you do. Dragon Dance, 3 attacks. Taunt Electrode, and Adamant Dnite. Fire Punch and Dragon Claw. Alright. Ooh, time to get smacked up. So, we're up against Hyper Offense. I'm looking at my Dragonite here. I'm thinking my Dragonite gets +1 and kills his entire team. Yeah, I think my Dragonite kind of just instantly wins this. I'm going to lead Aerodactyl because I want rocks. Okay, so I'm probably going to touch his Volcarona and get burned, and that's going to feel awful. What about Cloyster? If he's not HP on this, Adamant Cloyster can actually just kill Scizor. Another reason why I think Adamant Cloyster is probably the best. Okay, so Cloyster and Dragonite threaten to immediately win the game. Volcarona also basically wins the game. And yeah, Gyarados. Okay, so basically all my sweepers can more or less sweep his team if I get lucky. It's probably Rocks Chomp. Okay, cool. I'm just gonna Stone Edge here. Because why not? There's no point trying to Rocks, because he should just spin turn 1 to break a potential Sash. Alright, well that's just wrong. You should spin turn 1. I'm also not going to Rocks here, because Life Orb. Well, maybe I could, right? Because who would expect me to Rocks? But if he spins, that's just kind of bad for me. I could miss Stone Edge, though. I probably will miss Stone Edge, to be realistic. If he goes Scizor, though, I wouldn't mind chip on Scizor. Yeah, so we're going to do this. Okay, he goes Breloom. That's whack. I'm just going to taunt. Alright, see? We're never going to hit that anyways. Yeah, we just taunt here because we don't want him setting up substitutes or spores. We still win, if he does, but we just rather he doesn't. So best case scenario for us is he tries to go for Spore here. We taunt him into getting our rocks up anyways. And Starmie... I don't... So I know if you die to Rocky Helmet, you can't... or your spin doesn't go through. I don't know if you die to Life Orb if your spin doesn't go through. That's something I'll have to find out. Okay, cool. So Drain Punch is good for us. And yeah, I think... Okay, so it's probably Sub Spore, Drain Punch, Stone Edge. I kind of like that set. Or Focus Punch, Stone Edge, either one. It could be Bulk Up, but he's taunted, so we're just going to Reflect. Yeah, we want the Reflect to make our win condition with Cloyster even easier. Okay, he's Seed Bomb. Interesting. Gonna taunt again. Really wish he didn't crit there. Because now he has the option to kill us before we can get our light screen up. But he just goes for substitute again. Yep, still not going to let you do that, my guy. I mean, I could just go for the win with Volcarona here. Let's go for the option to kill his Dragonite. But I'm going to go for my own Dragonite and then just sub in front of his Breloom. Because he's Seed Bomb, Drain Punch. Neither of those are going to break Dragonite sub behind a Reflect. Honestly, it might not even break sub without Reflects, but definitely not with it. What did I click? I guess I didn't even need the light screen here. Yeah, I could just sub into... Well, yeah, because if I sub and he brings in Starmie, no matter what attack he does, he dies. And even if I'm not light screen, he can sub. That Or he could spin, that doesn't break my sub. He dies to recoil, and I just get +1 with a sub. Yeah, so never mind. I should have just teleported here. That was the better play. I messed up a little bit. Like I said, I'm still pretty rusty with this sort of team. I guess rusty's not the term. New. New to this sort of team is the term I'm looking for. Okay. This is perfect, actually. Now I got light screen, and I get to taunt this thing. So we get to see if he's lefties. He's not. He could be Scarf or Orb, but probably Orb on this team. I don't want rocks going up, so we're just going to taunt here. I can't set up on this with Dragonite, but I can with Cloyster. Yeah. We're going to teleport. Just maybe he goes Draco Meteor and misses. It'd actually be good for us to find out. Oh, wait, that's really good to find out. Do we think he's Draco Meteor plus Dragon Claw? Let's see, does he get Life Orb chip? No Life Orb. Okay, so let's take a look at Gyarados here. Gyarados at +1, we're going to kill Dragonite. We're going to kill this. So I could miss Ice Fang on Breloom. We're just going to go Gyarados here. I think Gyarados probably just wins. We'll see. I mean, I could, right? So he's at -2. I'm behind to Reflect, and he's not Life Orb. Dragonite definitely doesn't die to Draco Meteor, but if I get crit, I could. And I don't want to mess around with that, so we'll just dance here. Okay, so this is super fine as long as you don't get crit. Yes, because he's intimidated and we're behind to Reflect. Now, we're not going to get greedy and go for more. We're just going to go ahead and hit him with the Ice Fang. Please don't miss. Yay, thank you, Gyarados. Alright, I think this kills Breloom. I don't actually know, though. Which I should know. I should check that. Because then maybe it was better to go for 2. We will find out together. This is great. Because I still have my Reflect up. I think his best bet was to try to get me burned with Volcarona's Flame Body and then go into Scizor. Yeah, that's okay. Yeah, you kind of had to be Acrobatics, Flying Gem Acro to threaten Gyarados, and then you still needed to crit, I think. Okay, so things are looking pretty good for us. And we do threaten to kill the rest of his team in one hit. Sans, maybe Breloom, depending. Drain Punch, to me, kind of denotes potentially a bulkier build. Okay, well, he's just going to let us kill everything first, so it won't matter if this eventually lives a hit. I mean, maybe I miss Ice Fang, right? See, I think you DD there. I think you DD and just hope that I miss the Ice Fang. Yeah. Well, I guess that's not true. Yeah, because if he crits me with E-Speed, it's more likely to crit with E-Speed than Ice Fang to miss. So yeah, that was the right play. Okay, cool. That's good to know. Although, I think that does depend on set. I'm pretty sure you can EV a Breloom to live. I'm sure it's even easier to EV a Breloom to live Jolly Gyarados, but that's why I love Adamant Gyarados. Okay, so it looks like this first matchup's going to go off without a hitch. We're just going to waterfall here. So this Gyarados is set to be 1 speed faster than max speed Starmie. So that's kind of helpful for us. Yeah, this team, I think, is going to have an absolutely just beautiful matchup into opposing offense. It sweeps most of them pretty easily. Rain is going to be the most difficult offensive style for us, which is why I figured being slightly less... see? Yeah, like, you should have tried this way earlier, dude. I don't think you should ever save Volcarona in the back against this. Just throw it out and try to Flame Body me. As soon as Scizor died, though, we just won with Cloyster, but I still think he needed to give it a shot. All right, game 1. That's 1 under our belt. Going for number 2. All right, battle number 2 is about to start. I need to go over the mindset that I need to win every game with this team. This team is not built to win every game. It's just built to win most of them fairly quickly and just get the losses out of the way quickly too. But if I lose, I'm going to be very mad at myself, because usually with this team when you lose, it's because you did something dumb. Okay, so that out of the way. Leading arrow to stop Chomp or Pert from getting rocks. So running Pert without rocks seems like a huge waste. And that means that maybe we're dealing with substitute Chomp. Or just Life Orb 4 attacks, or like Life Orb 3 attacks, Toxic. Let's look at sweeping options here. Gyarados, we've got Power Whip, Ice Fang, Waterfall, Waterfall, Waterfall. We do need a bit of chip on these three, and I think Venusaur needs a little bit of chip too. Ice Fang doesn't do that much. Yeah, we'll do this. Potentially, Volcarona could be menacing if he's Seismic Toss. We'll check that out. 6-game win streak, though. Pretty intimidating. See if we can break that, or if we're just the next victim. Definitely going to taunt here. This could be Scarf, right? If he goes Scarf Dragon Claw, that'd be pretty bad for me. We'll find out. Oh, look at us. Trainer. Alright, we have achieved the rank of Trainer. It's only up from here, boys. What about Cloyster? Cloyster's pretty darn threatening to him if he lets us chip Magnezone. I don't know exactly what we need to chip Magnezone to. It also depends on the set, but I assume HP. Oh no, we're getting disconnected. I wonder if this makes Streamlabs mess up. Probably not. Okay. So my internet's been doing this thing where it just decides to cut out because reasons. Okay, so what happened? He probably switched on the taunt, I assume. I did click taunt, yes. I'm missing BP. Okay, so we Stealth Rock here as he probably Scalds. Okay, that's even better for us. I almost want to keep this thing. I'm just gonna go Electrode, yeah. There's not much reason to throw away Aerodactyl for no reason. Because if he Earthquakes here, he's a god, but I don't think he would. Yeah, exactly. We're going to take almost nothing from that. We sadly do need to taunt him. That's not true. We can bring in Cloyster and Spin. Nah, we're going to taunt, though. That's more important than living. Because we don't need screens that much. Screens are just nice. Stopping him from getting rocks is essential. Perfect. We'll Reflect, because we don't want those nasty little Earthquakes killing us. Yeah, this thing lives Life Orb, Chomp, Earthquake. We're just fine with Swampert. So, Roar to stop... Did I click Teleport? That was supposed to be Light Screen. Fun. Okay. That's fine. We can still win this. Yeah, if we had Light Screen there, it's a better deal with Ice Beam. Beautiful. Okay, so what do we go? Volcarona and Gyarados are both options. I think Cloyster is fine too. I'm gonna go Gyarados here. I want to get Venusaur chipped down. Ah, dude, if we had Light Screen, that'd be so nice. We're just gonna Dragon Dance because Cloyster is probably his safest switch into Gyarados. Or no, sorry, not Cloyster. Magnezone is his safest switch into Gyarados. And if I'm Earthquake Gyarados, it's not safe, but sadly I'm not. If I do chip it down with Waterfall, though, then it's not much of a Cloyster check. Yeah. Oh, whoa. Okay, so he's probably Roar. I don't think you'd let me set up if you're not Roar. So we're just going to take our Power Whip here. And this is why we're Spin Cloyster, so in case something like this happens, we can still mess him up later. And he stayed in there, so yeah, we're almost sure it's Roar. Perfect. We lost Electrode, so we won't have screens later on, but we just hope for the Waterfall flinch. Ooh, he's fast Scarf. Okay. Darn. I don't think Dragon Dancing twice is worth it, because I really think he's almost definitely Roar there. Okay, so what do we do against this? We have some options. If I had Light Screen, Dragonite sets up in his face pretty easily. I cry. I still think maybe Dragonite's the play. Because Cloyster isn't here for sure. Because with Screen, my sub would survive the hit. I still think I sub here. So I don't think he stays in and just goes for a little bit of chip, yeah. Yeah, so we subbed here hoping it was Conkeldurr. This way we can see what kind of set he's running. Cool. So we hope it's not Bulk Up. Is Scarf Mag? No, Scarf Mag is slower. Even if it's Timid Scarf Mag, it's slower than our Adamant Cloister. So it could be good for us later on. Do we just dance here? Yeah, probably. This is Conkeldurr is another one of those Pokemon that could be an issue for Cloister. Alright, so he is Stone Edge. That's his best option, and he does just hit it right off the bat because, you know, of course. Go ahead and hope that he misses. Alright, things are not looking that good for us. Please, oh Pokemon Jesus. Yay. Of course not. So what? We can sub... No, but no. Alright, I guess for Mach Punch. If he doesn't crit, we're fine. Yeah, I think that's very bad Mach Punch. I think we died to this Mach, though. Yeah. Oh well. Slow enough that we... 6... Okay. So I think we go Arrow here. Because if he stays in, he dies to Burn, which we want. Then... This has gone to heck in a handbasket pretty quickly, huh? Do we just Stone Edge? Yeah, I think so. Okay, so he could go Magnezone or Cloister here. He probably goes Magnezone because he just wins, right? Because he's Fast Scarf, I'm going to be half HP. So, yeah. Yep. Big sad by me. I don't think that light screen really would have mattered. I should have just tried to force Volcarona through earlier, is the real answer. But, you know, you live and you learn. That's why we're doing this. Maybe this does, like, no damage. Wow, what do you know? It doesn't do no damage. Oof. Big sad for us. Do we just smash here? Yeah. Because our only chances for somehow him to be Bright Powder and Thunderbolt misses. Bright Powder and Choice Scarf, even though Bright Powder isn't a thing. God, dude, I am awful at this game. Please don't let me play. I just need to play Rain. I don't know why I'm playing these teams. Okay. Time to look at this game. So, Cloister looks like it kills that and that. That. Maybe. I mean, Cloister's kind of threatening. Dragonite's also fairly threatening to him. Especially if he's not Ice Beam Tentacruel, which he probably is. Volcarona can mess him up too. We're going to lead Aerodactyl to probably try to stop rocks. Ugh. Dude, I'm just playing so Garbo. Gosh, I should not be allowed to play ranked. Hello, fellow trainer. Okie doke. We're gonna just do this, yeah? Because he probably stays in. Cool. Well, Aerodactyl has traded for what he needed to do. Electrode, set up Reflect. Does Gyarados win here? I have to get a bunch of setup for free, but maybe. Okay, I'm totally fine with him going Tentacle. My rocks aren't even too important. They help Volcarona deal with Togekiss, but it's not a huge issue for me. Do I want to taunt to stop T-Spikes? No. Because if he's T-Spikes, is T-Spike Spin Scald Ice Beam? Haze? Screw it. Right, whatever. We'll just taunt him. We'll let him get the Rapid Spin off for free. Okay, this getting paralyzed could be pretty helpful in the long term. We'll get our light screen up. So we had Reflect turn 3, so Reflect till 11, light screen until 13. I'm not really sure what he'll bring in here. Kind of fine against most of them. But we're most likely teleporting out on whatever he goes into. Okay, light screen. I mean, I guess he's threatening rocks or defog, right? Like, this thing doesn't get oblivious from what I thought. It'd be for Mental Herb Gliscor, of course. Yeah, it's defog. Alright, whack. Do we just try to set up with Gyarados here? That's the question. So if we go Cloyster... Maybe Cloyster wins. Maybe I go for... I don't think Reuniclus can set up on me if I have, Yeah, Reuniclus shouldn't be able to set up if I have a Shell Smash. So I think we just smash and kind of hope that this wins. I don't have rocks, which means the Scizor damage is a little dicey. I mean, screw it. We'll just Calc right now. This is going to come up a lot during these games. Sorry for the lag that's probably happening. Cloyster. Scizor. Banded. Rock Blast. Adamant. +2. Okay, so I need Stealth Rocks for chance to KO, but if he's max HP, it's still not a KO. It's good to know. Ooh, do I smash again? Nah, we're just gonna Icicle Spear, but Psychic's really gonna hurt. Yep. Alright, I mean, I guess the power of White Herb Light Screen. Do I spin just to get a little more speed? That doesn't matter. Because, yeah, I'm faster than Scarf Togi. This being out of the way is, you know, doesn't hurt. And we still have Electro to get screens later. Ooh, without Reflects, darn it. You can take off a lot of our HP here. Well, that's not going to kill. Yep. Even Adamant can't do the job. This is where if I was Ice Sharp, I might just win. But I'm not, so. Yeah. Cool. That was one of the big things stopping me from trying to win the game with Gyarados, though. Was Reuniclus. So I'm going to go into this, get our Reflect up. Should be fine. That do to us 32%. We might live. Let's see. It's a roll. And we don't get it. Okay. It's a little higher than his last one. Kind of fine, though. So what's our best option against Togekiss? I could go Dragonite and then just substitute. I don't love my ability to beat Gliscor with Dragonite. So his EQ rocks would be like Defog knockoff. He probably doesn't have a good way to mess with Dragonite though. And Dragonite can power through Scizor and Tentacruel and Togekiss pretty easily. So Gyarados doesn't need the Reflect to set up. Dragonite does. So maybe I just try to do it now with Dragonite. But I have Reflect, plus I'm bulky, so... It's like a 4-hit KO for Bullet Punch, so I could get to +2 if he lets me, but then Helmet Gliscor can be a pain. Screw it. We're just gonna Gyarados, yeah. Screw it. If he T-Waves me with Togekiss, he T-Waves me with Togekiss. Really wish I had that light screen. Oh, okay, cool. He's just gonna let us get set up to the point where Togekiss isn't an issue. Thank you. Yeah, we're functionally +3 defense with Gyarados here. Do we think +2 is enough to deal with Togekiss? I mean, he's not doing any damage. I'll just get as many dances as he lets me. 2 is probably enough with Rocks Up. I don't have Rocks Up because I played poorly. Well, that's not true. I don't have Rocks Up and I played poorly. There's the difference. The rocks would have gone away no matter what. Whew, okay, we are a +3 Gyarados. Please, Lords of Arden, Jesus, let this Power Whip hit. Okay, so we're gonna miss Power Whip into Scald Burn. Here we go. Oh yay, we hit it. Yippee. So, this one's looking like it might be a wrap. I think so, because Togekiss should get pretty handily whacked by this waterfall. I'm not gonna mess around like trying to keep boosting on this guy. Yep. We're just gonna get this out of the way. Yeah, +3 should be enough. Minshao definitely can't do anything. Alright, well, we managed to not throw one game. Yippee. Goodness. One day I'll promise I'll learn how to actually play so I can make videos there. Not just watching someone horribly fail at playing screens. Maybe Explosion Electrode would help out. We'll see. Alright, get that helmet chip. Is it helmet? We'll find out. Yep. Okay. Yeah, I don't love Dragonite's matchup into that, although there's a chance Dragonite can just kind of set up infinitely on him. He might not be able to touch me. A lot of Gliscor don't carry a move that could touch Dragonite. Like, Knockoff would be his only move that can hit a flying type, and that's never going to break my sub. You could run Acro, but Acro with Helmet seems very unlikely. And, I mean, I think it might get Ice Fang, but we've left the realm of, like, realistic sets. Okay, well, I don't deserve that, but... Oh well, okay, so this game. Probably just lead an Aerodactyl. I spent too much time agonizing about my past inability to play above an infant level. So we'll go ahead, throw off some rocks here. Ooh, Banded. We're just really slow Scarf, but we're subs. Maybe he just subs there and I got blown away. Okay, nope. And we're going to be given the opportunity to just... There's the move I want to click. Just Stone Edge the Gyarados. Oh, please crit and just kill him through Intimidate. Please, RNG, I'm begging you. I'm once again asking for your crit contribution. Alright. So, here's the question. Do I Stone Edge? Or do I know that I'm going to miss Stone Edge and just go for Taunt to stop Dragon Dance? Just kidding, we go for Stone Edge. We hit those sometimes. Dude, this is kind of spicy. What is this remix of? Nice. This guy, Glitch City X, if you haven't... if you have not listened to their Pokemon remixes, I highly recommend it. They are incredibly good. Okay. In a shocking turn of events, Taunt Aerodactyl runs Taunt. Okay, and he's lefties. That's kind of good to know. Maybe we'll try to get some chip, right? We'll force him to reveal if he's Brave Bird or not. Cool. Good to know. So, if I were to, hypothetically speaking, go into Cloyster here and click Shell Smash, do I win the game? The answer doesn't look like no, right? Like, I don't even think I need screens for this. I'm White Herb. And if he switches out... Okay, so we could go to Chansey? Oh, okay. Okay, so he's gonna switch out, go to Gengar, and try to get Cursed Body. Right, because Cursed Body doesn't require contact. I go back and forth on if I remember how Cursed Body works or not. Let's get some lag as I go to the showdown. Sight and Cursed Body. Hit by an attack. Yep, okay. Do I go for Rock Blast because of that? So if I go for Rock Blast and Rock Blast is locked out, Darm goes... Now we just Icicle Spear and hope it doesn't happen. Let's go. Oh my goodness, we're getting lucky. And by getting lucky, I mean the very small chance for things to go wrong has not happened, but still. For me, that's lucky. All right, and yep. That, I mean, like, he should have lived there, but if he Whirlwinds me, I'm in good enough HP that it's fine. Okay. Well, things are looking up a little bit. Let's grab, what was that? That was game 4. Maybe we'll grab one more. Make it a quick set of 5 for today. Unless I lose and feel like a goober, and then maybe we start rage playing. We'll see. Alright, so let's go ahead and look at Gyarados here. Gyarados is not going to be faster than Jolteon after one dance, and Gyarados doesn't look like a win condition because of Ferrothorn. Volcarona threatens to kill these 3 after a dance. Altaria is a double resist, but I don't know what it can do back to me. Swellow's fast, right? Like, Swellow's really fast. Yeah, 125. What about Cloyster? So if I get Ferrothorn chipped, Cloyster, and this is chipped, then Cloyster. Okay, so Cloyster looks like the win. We just don't want him getting rocks right off the bat. We're gonna lead this. Yep, cool. Things are looking pretty nice. So this is one of those games where potentially we could use Sunny Day on Aerodactyl to actually do something proactive for our team. Because Sunny Day with Volcarona, this could be Flash Fire Arcanine, but almost definitely isn't, right? Because I think Intimidate Bulky Arcanine is actually a really good set. And maybe when I switch to some balanced teams, we might try it out. We'll get rocks here, though. Ooh, it's going to be nice. Okay. So, I mean, those two were already pretty guaranteed sweeps. What if I go Electrode here? What if I set up with Dragonite? Yeah. Dragonite might win here. Yeah. Let's go ahead and Stone Edge? Or Fiery Day to get that. No, Fire Punch kills everything we needed to anyways. Not worth. Yeah, we're just going to Dragonclaw everything else. Well, Stone Edge, we'll get some of that chip, find out if he's lefties or helmet. I kind of wish we missed that Stone Edge, right? So we can... Oh, yes. Okay, so Power Whip plus Gyro Ball. I could go Dragonite right here and just sub and win the game. I'm going to go Electro, though. I maybe should go Dragonite and click sub. Because my Dragonite sub, even without Reflect, doesn't get broken by that. And I think at +1 speed, I don't get it broken by Gyro Ball, or there's a chance to not get broken. Who knows? We are going to taunt here, though. So I think Ferrothorn is a very bad Pokemon, not only because it's super susceptible to taunt, But because it's so slow, it's just set up food for so many offensive Pokemon. It has fantastic stats, but an awful typing. Like, to be a physical defensive Pokemon, you can't lose to the 3 best physical attackers in the tier, which happen to be the 3 most used Pokemon, Scizor, Conkeldurr, and Garchomp. Right? We're going to reflect here. So, we're going to click Teleport, and if he stays in, we're going to go into Dragonite and just instantly win this game. A little bit of a confidence boost. Cool. So, yeah, so you're weak to fighting, which means Banded Scizor threatens to kill you. Also, you can't reliably heal, so even if you are just taking... let me make sure I don't misclick here. That'd be pretty bad. Actually, I probably could have just Shell Smashed. Yeah, I could probably smash twice there. But we'll sub, because he'll find out how laughably little Gyro does to me. Then... Okay, sorry, back to my Ferrothorn Hate Train. So, you get destroyed by Conkeldurr, right? Scizor either does a bunch of damage to you with U-turn or just straight up kills you with... I'm forgetting words. What's the other attack? Superpower, right? Bandit Scizor just takes you out. Ingrain what? Right, well that doesn't help. I hate to be the bearer of bad news. Okay, so Ingrain to heal with Helmet, I guess. I'm just gonna dance again. So the reason why I don't like that play, or Ingrain as a move, is because, you know, like, you kind of need lefties. Oh no, you're gonna let me be +2 behind a sub? Uh-oh. Alright. I mean, there's a chance we haven't won. I just don't know what stops me from winning this game. This thing has to be absurdly physically defensive to live that, and I don't even think max defense, max HP Bold lives. Well, you beat Impish, but not Bold. But that's besides the point. So yeah, Ferrothorn. It's setup food for basically any Pokemon to substitute, including the most dangerous setup sweepers in the tier. You do not check strong physical attackers, which means Ferrothorn's best job is to be a specially defensive Pokemon, at which point you do check the Rotom forms, right? So that's something, but you're basically just worse Blissey, because even though you resist Pokemon like Kingdra, you take more damage from a Kingdra Surf than a Blissey does, just because Blissey is so specially tanky, and Blissey can heal off the damage. So you take a Kingdra Surf, Kingdra switches out, and then you can't come in and take... Well, if you take a Kingdra Hydro, you can't switch out again, right? Because if you ever switch out, if Kingdra comes back in, you can't switch into Hydro and take a second one. You can't even switch into Surf and take a second one. He could be Roar here. That could be pretty bad. Maybe I should have gone for 3 Dragon Dances because Roar. I should have thought about that. That's pretty bad by me. I got too in on Ferrothorn. Oh, okay, never mind. But I should have gotten a third one because at +3, everything on his team dies. I don't have to worry about anything having a random Focus Sash because rocks. So, yeah, that was bad of me. So it's really important to recognize when you make a bad play, even if it works. Like, you need to remember if you're ever in a situation like this and be like, okay, I shouldn't ever do that. Now, he shouldn't ever let me get +2 behind a sub. But in a situation where I am +2 behind a sub, there's nothing on his team where I need the sub anymore if I'm +2. So I need to just get +3 because I can potentially lose if I'm +3. Or I can potentially lose if I get roared out there. I mean, like, the rest of this team is pretty bad. Sorry, I'm not trying to be a dick, but like it's just not a well... it doesn't have a good defensive core, right? So I could probably sweep him with any other mon, even if I do get roared out. But that's besides the point. I shouldn't be in a situation where that can't happen. Okay, let's go ahead and let's start some of this again. Just for the last little bit. All right, Dragonite's a little bit insane. A little bit nuts. I'm going to go ahead and keep checking that speed calc. Let me make sure everything's in there right. So I do have a 31 speed IV, right? Okay. So my base speed at level 50 is 123. Yeah. Which at +1 is 184. Okay. Okay, let me finish the scale out before I keep whining about that Magnuson calc. The world's most powerful banded crit, maybe? Okay. Darn. So, base 60 speed, Magnuson. Timid. Oh, okay. So, yes, this was set to... This had Magnezone set to a 30 IV, so it was a speed tie. That's pretty dumb. Okay, so he just won this tie. Alright, well, I mean, we're just going to give Dragonite 4 more... We're going to give Gyarados 4 more speed, so that doesn't happen, but still unlucky to lose that game off a speed tie. Yeah. So, for Hidden Power, it used to be based off your IVs. In the current gen, you can, in both actual Pokemon and PokeMMO, you can change it using the gems. So now you just run 31 on all your special attackers. But it used to be if you wanted something like HP Fire, I guess the best set to use it on Magnezone used a 30 speed IV to get it. So that's what the calculator is showing me. Magnezone was 1 speed slower than it actually was. And that speed puts him up to speed tying with Dragonite. Or with Gyarados. But also Dragonite, because I run, I believe, the same speed on both of them. So maybe I give them both an extra speed there. Sorry, let me click this. Set you to level 50. Set you to level 50. Yeah, the same speed. And that's for 1 speed faster than Starmie, but maybe we go 2 speed faster than Starmie. Alright, so with that, that's our first attempt at this. Well, I have got a lot of improvement to do, but hopefully we can climb it up. Let's see, what did our ranking end up with at the end of all that? Personal stats. Wow, rocking that 535. It's only up from here. Got 9 days. I'll probably have more of this maybe later tonight, maybe more tomorrow. Yeah, let's go ahead and get to at least that Chansey, right? All right. See you guys.